Hey everybody, thanks for coming back to our channel. Today I just did a little quick get ready with me, everyday easy makeup. So I'm not a makeup guru by any means. If you are a makeup guru, you are going to cringe watching this. I don't do anything professionally good. I just do it how I've always done it. I shouldn't say how I've always done it. I've picked up some tips and tricks here and there. So just to show you what I do. Again, just disclaimer that I am not good, I'm not professional, but I found what works for me. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Hey everybody. Okay, we're just gonna jump right in. Like I said, this is just gonna be a quick everyday makeup video. This would be something that I would just do every day if I was going to work. My everyday look and my special occasion look are not too much different. I would just kind of add more to my eyes and probably do a bolder lip or something like that, but it's just kind of an everyday look. So the first thing that I do is I put chapstick on, whatever chapstick I have on hand. Right now it's this chapstick brand, Candy Cane, minty, delicious, I love it. I like to put that on before I do anything else because then that can soak into my lips, and then the very last thing that I'll do is my lip color that I'm going to do. So I put that on. I've already washed and moisturized my face. The next thing I'm going to do is get my foundation out. I do not use a primer. I have in the past, and I genuinely have not noticed a difference with anything. Application, how it goes on, how it stays on, longevity, anything like that. So I just omit that step completely and I start with foundation. So what I have right now is, it's on the cap, I think, Maybelline Fit Me. The color is Porcelain. I've got pretty light skin right now, so I just give her the old shake, put it on my finger. I'm going to kind of go to the side here because I've got my phone where I can see. And I just kind of dab it on my face just like so. May as well get the forehead right now too, huh? Okay. And then I take a brush like this, wipe off my finger, anything that's extra on my finger, and then I start kind of pressing it into my skin. Not so much like swirling it in big swoops like this, because I've kind of noticed that just, like, it leaves streaks, almost like paint streaks. If I go like this and just press it in, it seems to sit better. And now maybe that's something that like primer actually does help with. I don't know. I just find primer to be like an extra expense and an extra step. And I'm not that fancy. I'm not really trying to impress anybody too much. I look at makeup as kind of a way just to polish the old face off, right? Give a little bit more of a polish to your look. At the end of the day though, like, you're gonna look like yourself, you know, like, and that's a big thing for me. I don't get crazy with anything. I'm just trying to polish it off, you know? All right, that looks pretty good. And then I'll do another dab like that, and I take that and kind of like brush it on the whole brush here. Any extra kind of wipe like that, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do here and kind of bring that color down just a tinge on my neck, just to make sure it's all blending well. But when you have a color that is a good match, you're not going to need to do this a whole lot, but I just like to do that so there isn't a harsh line or anything. Blend her all into the old neck. Okay. Done with that. I don't do anything with concealer. I just haven't found anything that I like that works. Again, it all just seems like extra steps. If you're like a makeup guru person, or you're gonna be just cringing at this whole video. Okay, so next what I do is a little bit of contouring with bronzer. This is a very cheap very dirty. It was from Ulta. I actually got it for Vivian because it was in the clearance for like $4 or something, and she's my makeup queen. And my regular bronzer is out, so I've been using it. So like I said, I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring with the bronzer, and when you're using bronzer for contour, just make sure that you're using a matte bronzer, nothing with shimmer, sparkles, glitter in it, because using it as a contour, you're more using it just to like shadow areas of your face and create dimension. You don't want it to be like a highlight where there's going to be some shimmer in there. So these two particular colors of bronze in Viv's palette, I dab this brush kind of in like this, blow it off a little bit, and the first spot I do is my cheeks. So I go right below my cheekbone, up into my ear, kind of like where my sideburns, if you will, right here are. And just bring it down a little bit, but make sure you go up into the hairline. Okay, do you see? It's probably hard to see, but I'm just gonna go with it. And then I do that on the other side. Start at the hairline there, go up into the ear, down a little bit below the cheekbone. Okay, do you see that? It just adds like a teeny bit. I also do that on my forehead. I've got a rather large forehead. I start in the middle. This I do swirly motions on each side. Again, it's just adding some dimension to the face so it's not so flat. Here's where I will take my glasses off because I want to make sure that there's not a space here where there's nothing. So you might have heard other people in videos say for your contouring right here, you want to do a C shape essentially, starting at your forehead here and going down your cheek. So it's essentially going to be a C. I just do my bottom first and then my top, and then I take my glasses off and do kind of the middle where my frames hit. Just so there isn't a line there, because that's happened to me before. Alright. And we're going to call that a day. That's all the contouring I do. I will take the bronzer then and go on my neck just ever so lightly, just so that some of that shadow color is like down here and it kind of ties it all together. Not a whole lot. Next thing that I do is blush. I always do blush. Blush is my favorite thing. Sometimes if I do no makeup, I will always, if I do no makeup, I will do blush and like just a chapstick and maybe fill in my brows if they need to be like they do now. I'll talk about that more when we get to my brows. Okay, blush is a great way to just add like liveliness to your face. Just makes you look alive. I don't know what else to say. I want to say like bright, you know. I don't know. I just love a little pop of blush on my cheeks. That's all. And then I just kind of use that same blush brush to kind of blend it in a little bit. I just love blush. Okay. I don't always do this, but I do it sometimes, so I'm going to show you today. Then I take a brush like this. It comes all the way down, but I want a little bit more control with it, so I actually pull it up so that all I can use kind of is that part right there. In my same blush palette, which I love this. This is one of the only higher end makeups that I use. It's a Naked palette by Urban Decay. It comes with a bronzer, which you can see is gone, which is why I'm using Viv's. It comes with a highlight and it comes with a blush. I love this blush color so much. I've repurchased this exact same palette. I think this is my third one. Once the blush is out, I will repurchase again, but since I've got the bronzer of Viv's to use, I'm using that. And plus this bronzer, now that I'm thinking about it, might even have shimmer in it. So probably I'll just keep using Viv's anyways. I really like her bronzer palette. Okay, the highlight that's in there. Then I'll use this brush, tap it in. And like I said, I don't do this all the time. This isn't, I guess like if I'm feeling it that day, and that's really just like, I don't know, do I feel like putting this on today or not? Again, it doesn't add a whole lot. You really have to like catch it in light to see where it adds. And I just put it right there. Later when I'm doing my eyes, I'll go back in with this or with the lighter eyeshadow and do it under my brows too. But that's all I do with that one for now. And then we're to brows. So my eyebrows are microbladed. I got them microbladed about 3 years ago. If I can figure it out, I will insert a picture of what my eyebrows looked like before they were microbladed. Now this didn't happen to my eyebrows until after I had kids. So, you know, everything they say, like, this was fine, and then I had kids, and the same is true about my eyebrows. So my eyebrows were fine, and then I had kids, and then I got like half brows. So I had hair from here to here, and this tail, there was no hair. So if I didn't draw them in every day, this is what I had. So I got my eyebrows microbladed. It's expensive to start. It's like $400, $450. Once you get it done the first time, it's suggested that you get them filled or like retouched once a year or so, and that's about $100. I had a $50 credit because I referred somebody, so my first fill and the only fill I've had so far has been $50. So I got a fill the first year after I got my brows done, and then last year, 2019, I never got there to get a fill. I go to Doll Eyelashes in Monona, and it's a little bit of a drive, and they're not open on weekends, so I have to arrange for work and yada yada. So I didn't get there at all. So this is what they look like after not being filled for 2 years now. So I was scheduled for a fill at the beginning of April, probably going to cancel or have to reschedule that, but typically I don't have to do anything with my brows. But since it's been over a year, close to 2 years since I've had them filled, I do, if I'm doing makeup, and really kind of, yeah, if I'm doing any kind of makeup, I will fill my brows in right now. So what I do for that is I take an eyeliner. This is NYX, it's eye pencil in dark brown. I also have a black, but now that I've lightened my hair a little bit, I like to use this one. And I take a brush like this. I don't know, am I doing this? Can we see this? Just like an angled on the side. I dip it in just a little bit. And then I just kind of outline. Well, this is going to be really like a kind of dumbed down version of what I do just because I'm trying to be quick and I'm trying to do it without a mirror. So I need to fill them in because with the dark dye that they use, when it fades, it lightens up and it's almost like a gray. I don't know if you can even like tell a big difference between the two, but I feel like it just polishes it off and makes it match my hair more at least. Okay, trying to do this quickly. So I have this shape because of the microblading. I just, like I said, I'm going over it with a little bit of color to darken them up so they're not like that gray. Okay, and that's all she wrote for the brows. I don't do a lot on my eyes because I wear glasses. I don't feel like you can see it a whole lot. I don't like to waste my time. I don't have a lot of time. I don't like to waste my time. So I like to do mascara. This is the mascara I love. Great Lash, Maybelline. Nothing fancy. I love, love, love this one. They have it at the dollar store. It's a smaller size, but you can like literally get this for $1. And that smaller size one even like lasted me for months before. So you know what, let's wait on that because I'm going to show you if I do a little bit of eyeshadow, all that I do. I don't do any type of like really nice eyeshadow that you see other people do. That's not what I do. And the reason, like I said, is my glasses, and I don't I just don't like to take that much time, I guess. So I've got this lovely palette, which was super cheap. It's Max Studio. It was like $3 at TJ Maxx. I like just like neutrals like this. So there's a brown. It doesn't even have, it's like brown. And sometimes I will take that and just put it on my whole lid. Just because. And that's it for like an everyday. But I don't even do that every day. If this is the same palette I use for any time I do eyeshadow, this is the only eyeshadow palette I have. So if I am going out or something, I'll use like a little sparkly number from over here, put some in, but nothing fancy, just a little bit there. Okay, then let's take eyeliner. Again, if you're a makeup person, this is gonna make you cringe. This is all I do. I hold it down. I go very close to the lash line. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I go very close to the lash line with it. Obviously, I'm not reinventing the wheel here on how to apply eyeliner. I don't go all the way to the corner. I stop like right there-ish. And then I'll take my finger over it, smudge it just ever so gently. Okay guys, well, my camera stopped recording at some point during the eyeliner escapade, so all that was after eyeliner is mascara and my lips, so I will just breeze through that stuff really quick without showing you how. Y'all know how to put on mascara. This is what I use, Maybelline Great Lash. One coat on each, pretty easy peasy. They do have this at the dollar store, which is pretty awesome. It's like a smaller size, like a travel size kind of, if you will. I've gotten that before for $1 and it's lasted me like over a month, I would say. So love that. And then on my lips, I put this CoverGirl. It is Melting Pout Matte. The color is Coral Chronicles. I love it for spring. I think it's just so soft and pretty, kind of peachy. Well, I guess that's the coral, whatever. So instead of just swiping this on though, like this, what I do is I dab a little bit on my finger and start in the middle and then do the same on the top. Give them a couple smacks and you're good to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you liked this video. If you did like it, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, leave me a comment, something that you would like to see more of, or just anything, I guess, if you want to leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!